Blocked. Now the second quarter getting ready to start up. Looking at what we've seen from the Bulls, what do you guys think?
I was impressed with their transition game, guys. They really got out and ran the lanes.
Yeah, they did. I mean, no better way to get easy buckets than through fast breaks.
Memphis really revitalized their season late in the year, but they dropped a lot of games against the East early on.
Taking a look at the Bulls. Heinrich and Butler at the 2 and 3. Taj Gibson is out there with Mirotic, and it's Brooks in at the 1. Here's Randolph. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. The Grizzlies would rally later in the year, Clark, as you were saying, some losses to the East last year that they would want back.
Yeah, no question about it. Every team in the league wants games back they lose. You can't recapture them, though. Memphis no different. They had some injury issues, though. Marcus All out for a while, and that really disrupted their rhythm. But late in the season, as you said, they were right on track.
Gibson dishes to Mirotic. Floats one. It's rebounded by Memphis. Lee with the ball. He's picked up by Brooks. And now in transition is Heinrich. Here we go. And Allen with the block. The inside, defended by Gibson. Randolph kicks to Conley. No good. That would have tied it. Chicago leading by 3. Heinrich passes to Brooks. Shot is no good. Good D by Lee.
Usually if he gets to the rim, he's converting it into points. But the defense stood tall there.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Doris, over to you.
Well, Kevin, Bulls coach Tom Thibodeau worked with Clippers coach Doc Rivers in Boston for many years, and they remain close friends, often sharing notes. Rivers said of Thibodeau, "He's the best mind I've ever been around. People keep expecting them to fall, but he holds them together. It's his system, but it's more just his way. He simply doesn't relent, Kevin."
He makes his players believe, Doris. That's something they both share in common. Thank you. Brooks with no one around. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
How about that for a response?
They will say they can give the 3 as well as they can take the 3.
Now Lee inside. And down it goes. Dunked through off a wonderful assist.
Watch out below. Get out of his way now.
No way that he was going to slow him down.
Not that time. They weren't about to take those points away from him.
Mike Dunleavy, the former number 3 overall pick out of Duke, Steve, back in 2002.
Yeah, he played on that Duke team back in 2001 that won the NCAA championship. Played alongside Williams and Boozer. You know, never really became a star, but a quality player over his 12-year NBA career.
And he gets it to go. Now just a 1-point Bulls lead. Bulls have gone 2 of 6 from the field in the second quarter so far. Brooks kicks to Gibson. And out of bounds as the Grizzlies gain possession. So Memphis ends up going with the new group. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Joakim Noah, he's checked in for Gibson. Saul comes in for Mirotic. Butler, he's checked in for Kirk Heinrich. And it's Rose in for Brooks. And it's Carter missing.
I like the work there, contesting that shot that looked like it was going to be easy, but they forced the miss.
You know what? He got it in close, but couldn't finish in traffic.
And Butler gets it to go. The Grizzlies trail by 3. Now Udrih. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard. It's stolen by Rose. Oh, he's going up for the alley-oop here. And now we've got the intentional foul.
I have no idea why he was fouling there.
And even the foul, I mean, you can't be wrapping guys up like that. I mean, it just doesn't make any sense. That's a meaningless play.
Chicago calls timeout.
Derrick Rose has always had an effective floater. It's a must-have shot for any point guard. He said he developed it on the playgrounds of Southside Chicago. He didn't call fouls, so you just had to find a way to get your shot off before the contact.
Taj Gibson's checked in for Chicago. Brooks comes in for Dunleavy. Clark, some serious agility coming out of the backcourt.
You know, that bucket might count for a little more than 2 points when he finishes with that kind of flourish.
Yeah, against a D that was already reeling a little bit. That was like a body blow.
Rose with the double team. To the inside. It's tipped. Out to Lee. Clock is at 3. Here's Conley. Here's Gasol. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Rudely thrown down after the offensive rebound. He is ramped up now.
He is, you're right, and you figure this game might come down to a few of those effort plays.
Always does, Kevin.
Yeah, I wouldn't doubt it. Seems like that kind of a contest tonight.
Allen with it. Noah picks him up. Shoots. And misses it off the right side of the rim. And Rose working to develop his floater with, Steve, his left hand as well.
Well, you don't see many players who can make a floater with either hand. I mean, something like that with his quickness, that would be impossible to defend.
Butler on the wing. He's got 9. And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession. Here's Rose. 3-point lead. The shot from the low post is good. Rose has got 15. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Bulls.
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going.
And they're getting out in transition, too, finding some easy points on the fast break.
They get the rebound. Here's Randolph.
I tell you what, it never gets old watching him work, does it, fellas?
No, Clark, you know, that's a good way to put it. He will work. Great example of that on the offensive glass right there.
Yeah, just blue-collar stuff. And then he put a little flair in the dunk.
Well, if this game comes down to the rebounding battle, they'll be the ones coming out on top.
Yeah, they've been really strong in the paint, battling the glass.
And you look at the Bulls, a bit of a different look for them, trading away Dang. They amnesty Carlos Boozer. It seems they're shuffling the deck.
No question about it. They bring in the Spanish League MVP and Nikola Mirotic. They've had some good draft choices as well, so a lot of new bodies for the Bulls.
And for the Bulls, you have to remember that Derrick Rose is still in his mid-20s, so with his injuries pushing back their timetable slightly and a new luxury tax structure that's more punitive than ever, the Bulls opted to go a little younger and control their costs.
Allen, that's good. Guys, no one team gaining control early on.
Give and take, back and forth the whole way thus far.
Yeah, 6 lead changes already, and as Rasheed Wallace once said, both teams playing hard, my man.
Pulls it from the elbow. Rose, no good.
And guys, you know it, the Bulls are a financially conservative team. I mean, probably the most reluctant among big market teams to pay the luxury tax. So they're trying to win and turn a profit, and until they're in legitimate position to win the title, you can't fault them for that. In one phrase, it's called managing the business.
And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. Jeff Green picks one up.
Derrick Rose, born and raised on the south side of Chicago, now playing for his hometown Bulls. He even became a partner and endorser for Chicago's top deep dish pizza chain. He does represent this town.
You talk about Derrick Rose's culinary interest. He's looked to change his diet for the better.
Yeah, he needed to, Kevin, because, you know, he was a big fan of candy when he came into the league. It was kind of his vice. He said he would eat up to 2 pounds of candy in one sitting. I mean, that's just crazy. But he's hired a personal chef. He's eating better. He's taking care of his body. And it's important, obviously, as you get older and you're dealing with injuries.
Mirotic is checked in for Aaron Brooks. And stolen by Mirotic. And it's Rose penetrating.
Well, at least the defense got his money's worth on that one.
Yep, that was an easy whistle for the official.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far. That one is off.
That's a great job getting to the line here. You know, he didn't have a single attempt in that first quarter because I thought he was tentative. Much more aggressive here in the second.
Memphis has gone 2 of 4 from three-point range so far in the second quarter. Conley against Butler. A wide open look for Gasol. Misses the jumper. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Tony Allen. For Chicago, they had made 5 of 10 free throw attempts. A lot of misses. That free throw good from Butler. The Bulls making a switch here. And so Butler nails both of them. And the first half ends in a close one. It's the Bulls. Leading by 4. We'll see you after half. Time for the beginning of the third quarter. And now the start of the second half. Neither side jumping out ahead through the first 2 quarters.
What a game for Rose. 18 points, and he's drained 3 3-point bombs so far.
I'll tell you what, he should not hesitate to keep firing from out there because he's got the touch tonight.
The third quarter now beginning. Both sides looking to pull away in the last half of the game. A fantastic game from Derrick Rose in this one.
Well, when he gets to the rim, I mean, you know he's going to score. That's just the way it is, and he's been getting there a lot so far today.
And Steve, he's been operating at extremely close range. The D has to do a much better job of protecting the basket the rest of the way.
Zebo and Marc Gasol are up front. Conley and Allen are the guard set. And it's Lee in the 3 spot. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies. Conley with it. Gasol covering. They double him with Butler. Allen dishes to Gasol. And he slams it one-handed. This game's going to take a big swing. Clark, if the D continues to clear out like that and give up easy dunks.
Yeah, that's the kind of defense we expect to see in a blowout, Kevin, or even an exhibition game, not a close game like this.
Look how frustrated Steve is over there.
Well, I just, you know what,
he's
Kevin?
disgusting.
Come on, Kevin. I just like that he didn't choose to just,
Get it! Watch out now. Talk about putting something extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, Clark, you know, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space.
Still, I mean, it's startling that he'd even try that right now. And they've been off target now on 3 of the first 4 shots they've taken in this second half.
Conley, the pass to Randall. Tipped away. And that's out of bounds. Memphis will retain possession. For the lead. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2. You talk about players who either love or hate contact. Randolph, I think, is in his element, Clark, leaning on people. He likes to feel other body.
Yeah, they love Zebo, they call him, don't they? He can get busy. Boy, I love watching him go to work. You know, he likes to be in the middle of contact. I mean, he gets to the rim whenever you lose contact if you're guarding him, and he's not the most explosive guy, but it just points out, Kevin, you can be highly skilled and a really good basketball player and not be off the charts athlete.
He wears on his opponent,
Oh,
doesn't
yeah.
he?
Oh, yeah.